We begin this episode with a particularly striking image. A split screen that divides and divulges us a view at both Jimmy and Kim during what looked to be around the end of Jimmy's trek through the desert to deliver Lalo's bail money. There is something explicitly important about this shot, so I'm going to take the time to analyse it. There is liminality suggested here, the dividing line between a border separating the clean from the dirty. But we have a clearer perception of these events than the characters do. We get to see both sides, whereas they only view one. Kim's side is the side I'm particularly interested in, because although Kim appears clean, she is very much the opposite. She is unaware of the dirt that clings to her already, washing her face off as she believes she is safe. A similar thing Jimmy does in Bagman when he cleans a small speck of dirt from his shoe. Kim is not clean, she is simply cleaner than Jimmy at this stage. But regardless, she has already begun her journey down the bad choice road. There are some visual cues which show us, along with the conclusion of this episode of course. There's some nice details to be picked up on that lets us know Kim has started her journey, down the bad choice road that is. Notice her shirt. It may be nothing, but is it not quite visually dirty? The way the pattern plays and seems to stain her clothing. This is an initial thing that slips through the cracks of her otherwise unknowing state. This pattern on her shirt brings up the idea of being dirty, getting your hand stuck in. The idea of being implicated within something. It clings to her shirt as part of the pattern, moulded with her and sewn into her clothes. It can't be cleaned from her. The dirt-like shirt shows her implicated state on the bad choice road. See this shot in particular, as it is quite clearly bridging the two. Jimmy with bloodstains and Kim's dirty coloured design that looks similarly like a stain. We see a connection between Kim and Jimmy in the opening sequence as they mirror one another. Each does an action and the other reciprocate. The difference is with the execution, however. Kim is in a state of ignorance in regards to Jimmy's whereabouts and current health. She splashes her face with water as Jimmy struggles and resorts to drinking his own pee. Everything about this sequence reflects one another, the good, the bad, a theme that comes in when Jimmy mentions later on the two roads, the good choice road and the bad choice road. When Kim quits Schweikert and Coakley, it leads to Jimmy speaking about her, about this concept of the bad choice road and how he believes she is going down it. By staying with Schweikert and Coakley, he suggests that she remains on the good choice road. The truth is though, as we have established, Kim is already on the bad road. She's walking its path not so far behind Jimmy. It's further an interesting scene as Jimmy believes that this life is in fact his good choice road, which gives an insight into how he views his current lifestyle. Despite everything that has happened, he seems set in it. He still thinks he's on the right path, despite being, clearly to us, on the wrong one. What the mirroring does is show us that they both believe that the other is wrong, not just because they don't see that they themselves are on the wrong path, but because they truly believe they are setting out on the right ones. Kim has moved further down the bad road but believes she is on the good one. Jimmy is on the bad road and he too believes he is on the good one. Which brings in this idea of their lack of choice for what road they reside in. The bad choice road is somewhat a metaphor for the inevitability of their actions and the conclusion it has mustered for them. They're blind to their own liminal state, and their failure to do so has resulted in their now lack of choice. The point of no return has been crossed as soon as they became ignorant to their choice of road. So, the mirroring in the introductory sequence is not so much to show the two extremes, and a connection between the two. It's to establish Kim's ignorance to her already being on the bad choice road. She drinks water happily, glides by a fish tank and seems in good health as she casually smokes and walks. Jimmy is aware of his existence on the bad choice road, shown through his pee drinking and snake passing and general coarseness. Together the both of them are becoming one of the same, but simply with different outlooks onto who they are. I'm sure Kim's realization will be a gut punch when the revelation comes about. Thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed. When I make these videos I try to bring up a different point that others may not have seen, so I hope I've achieved that.